Hi, my name is Stella, and today I'm going to share some of my CSA haul um, and share what I picked for my garden today. I say some of my CSA haul because I'm going to be out of town starting tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'm going to Maui with my family. And so I figured since I'm going to be out of town, might as well have somebody eat the food while I'm gone for the week. So I had my best friend meet me at the CSA pickup spot. I had them pick out what they wanted to eat for the week. Um, and then I picked a bunch of things from my garden today. Um, so yeah, the usual CSA pickup, but the items are separated this week. Um, let's see. Well, actually, my best friend took all of the CSA stuff. So, what did they take? They took from the greens table, they took a bag of greens. It's been a while since we had lettuce at the farm because it was really hot here for a while and then it rained pretty hard, so the lettuce just like bolted. Um, if you don't know what bolting means, it's where the plant, usually for things like lettuce, like arugula, herbs like basil, you have to continue picking the leaves off before it starts making flowers. Because once the flowers are in, that's when the plant gets bitter. So because it was really hot and it rained, or because it was really hot, the lettuce bolted really fast, even though it wasn't old. And so we had to pull all of the lettuce out at the farm, replant them. So I think this is our first time having lettuce in like 2, 3 weeks. Oh, and because of the um, what's that disease going around? Uh, spur. Oh, I'm blanking. But there's that thing that's causing diarrhea all over the country right now. So I feel safe eating the lettuce. So because of that, my best friend hasn't had lettuce in a few weeks, and I know that the stuff at the farm isn't affected by it. So they picked up lettuce, they picked up jalapeños and shishito pepper. Oh, I should have brought the shishito pepper with me because I was gonna roast it um, with the rest of shishito from my garden. Um, so they picked up lettuce, jalapeno peppers, shishito peppers. They picked up carrots and they picked up cucumber. So all of the CSA stuff is at my best friend's house. Um, I'm actually gonna head there after this, but you can imagine what that looks like. And then the rest, all of this here, is from my garden. This is a shout out to a bakery in New Jersey. Really good Korean bakery. But anyways, I reuse bags all the time. So from my garden, we will start from here. We have carrots. I started picking the carrots or pulling the carrots out of the ground, and then I realized that I wasn't gonna use it all today. So then I just stopped at 3 carrots, and I'm gonna pick the rest when I come back. This season I planted 2 types of carrots. One was yellow oxheart, and the other one was some other type of orange carrot. So I have um, 2 of the yellow oxheart here, and then 1 of the regular orange. There was a special name for it, and I have it on a popsicle stick in the dirt, in the soil, but I forget the name of it. Look, there's an ant here. Um, Obviously, they haven't been cleaned, but you can see these 2 yellow ones. Yeah, you can see like if the dirt is rubbed off, it'd be yellow. There. Okay, so 2 of the yellow ones, and then 1 regular orange. You can tell that this is more pale than this one. So 3 carrots and really healthy carrot tops. Um, I'll probably scrub this, clean it, and then keep it in the fridge. And then with the carrot tops, because they wilt really fast, I'm probably just gonna make a stir fry of it. But look, because it was in the ground for so long, the stems are like really thick. And I've never cooked with carrot top this thick. I wonder how bitter it will be. I'm still working on eating the pesto that I made with the first carrot batch. And then I have perilla leaves. That's a good amount from last week when I had like triple the amount. I'm gonna combine these perilla leaves with the perilla leaves from last week. Um, I used the majority of last week's perilla for steamed perilla kimchi type. I'm making my way through eating that. With this one and the leftovers from last week, I'm gonna make perilla kimchi. So instead of steaming it, I will basically be cooking it in the marinade. And if you've never had perilla kimchi before, it's bomb.com. Highly recommend. And then in here, it's an assortment of sweet basil and Thai basil. Let me see if I can try to separate them out. So, oh, these pointy ones, like I shared last week, these pointy ones are Thai basil, right? These are pointy. And then this is also pointy. These are the sweet basil. Pointy, sweet, pointy. Okay, so like this. You can see that this one is pointy and this one is rounder. Yes? Like maybe this is a better example. Okay, so this is sweet basil, this is Thai basil. I'm gonna separate them out. One sweet. Oh, not that much sweet basil compared to the Thai basil. So these are the sweet basil, and then these are the Thai basil. Okay, sweet basil, Thai basil, 2 different types here. And then, oh yeah, this bag also had cute little tomatoes. I forget the name of these tomatoes. This one is supposed to be yellow. That I picked the yellow ones last week, 2 of them. So 2 different types of tomatoes today. These ones, they fell off of the vine while I was reinforcing the tomato plant. And the thing with tomatoes is, even if you take it off the vine, they'll continue to ripen off the vine. So good rule of thumb for when you're harvesting tomatoes is as soon as they start blushing meaning as soon as they get a red tint, you are able to pick it because it's going to continue ripening on the counter or wherever you store your tomatoes. So even though these aren't blushing, I was curious to see if they'll continue ripening and if they'll ever get to that point. If not, they were going to be composted anyways. So if it doesn't ripen, then it doesn't ripen. But if it does, I salvaged it. So 2 different types of tomato here. And then this is a very exciting bag. I have 1, 2. Oh, 3. 1, 2, 3 big tomatoes. So like this is blushing, right? It just, or it's barely starting to turn red. Um, uh, these are, smells tomatoey. These are the same variety. This one is just older. This one is splitting because it grew too much. So like the fruit became so big that it couldn't contain the insides. Does that work? Yeah, so usually when a tomato's like this, I'll just wedge this part out and then eat the rest as usual. So 3 tomatoes. Let's see if I can lower this. Okay, cool. Um, perfect. 3 tomatoes, and then I have 2 bell peppers. How cute. This one's a little imperfect, but that's okay. She's still gonna taste good. It's like folded in. It looks like a Queen Amman. So 2 bell peppers. And then 3 Cubanelle peppers. I've never had Cubanelle. I've seen it a few times at CSA. And actually the seedlings for the sweet, the seedlings for the Thai basil, bell pepper, Cubanelle, shishito, and eggplant were all seedlings from the farm. Um, I'm I've had some thoughts about sharing where the farm is, but I also don't want to share because I don't want to reveal like where I live. Um, well, the farm is called Monsoleil. um, it's in northern Connecticut, and yeah, Deb, she's the farmer. I've mentioned her many, many times. She grows all of this free of pesticides, free of chemicals. She'll use, what's the word? Thorny nettle, spiky nettle, spiky nettle, something. And like she'll make a concoction out of that, or she'll use neem oil or diatomaceous earth to ward off pests. Um, and she is a local farmer that I love and support and hope she's in business for a really long time. So yeah, that's about it. And actually, I'm gonna go get my Thai basil and the yellow versions of this tomato. 1 second. Oops, rogue tomato. Okay. Um, these are my shishito peppers from last week, and then this is the newer one. Um, when my best friend picked up the shishitos, my original plan was to put all of them together and then roast it. I know I mentioned that shishito peppers are usually blistered and then just like sprinkle coarse salt on top of it. I still haven't looked up how to blister peppers, but I imagine you just like roast it or char it or something. So I was supposed to have more than this, but I'll figure something out with it. And then this that I picked from the garden today is supposed to look like this. This one's cuter with like the green. I didn't eat this last week when I picked it because I wasn't sure if it's supposed to turn more red, because you see like it's yellow orange, but it's also red. So I purposely kept it to see if it'll ripen more, but I have a feeling this is as ripe as it'll get, because today at the garden there were some that were split open like this guy, and then I just ate it right off of the vine because they were not overripe, but you were just ready to eat, so I just ate it. So this guy, Oh, this guy is supposed to be like this guy. I think. Because I think I brought the types of tomato where it stays green even when it's ripe. But I don't think it's this one. Do you see it's like stripy? Yeah. And then, oh, these were the potatoes that I forgot to share last week, but it's in the thumbnail from last week. I just forgot to show it in the video. These are red skin potatoes. Deb likes to have them ready before the 4th of July weekend. But this season we weren't able to get it ready by then. So this was part of CSA week 6 pickup. So nice potatoes. This one, I think I'm gonna make like a mashed potato of some sort, but with cream cheese because I have blocks of cream cheese that needs to be used. So that's how I'm gonna eat this. Um, and I ran over there to show this. This is Thai basil. Normally, I'll take Thai basil, put it in a frying pan, and like just fry it really quickly in a shallow pan with oil, and it becomes really nice and crisp. And it's a good topping for like salads or as a side for hamburger. Or I like to eat hamburgers a lot, or sandwiches or something. But this time I didn't feel like frying things. I wanted to try out an easier, like set and forget type method. So I put it on a sheet pan. I lightly oiled it in a bowl first. Made sure everything was nicely coated. Then I put it on a sheet pan, and then I put it in the oven for like, at first I did 8 minutes at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and then they were still not crisping up. So I increased the temp to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I kept it in the oven for like 6 minutes, checking every 2 minutes to make sure it wasn't burning. I actually haven't had a chance to try it yet. I hope they're crispy. No, no, no. Well, you live and you learn. So, oh, and then when I fry pan it, I sprinkle salt at the end. Um, so I make kale chips on a sheet pan, and they turned out really crispy. So I was hoping it would work with this one too, but um, maybe I used a little too much oil. Maybe it wasn't dry enough, but these are definitely not crunchy, not crispy. But because they have oil on them, I wonder if I can put it on the frying pan, and I wonder if it'll crisp up. Um, I do have these Thai basils to process, I guess. No, let's not use the word process. Um, I have to read these Thai basils to cook with. um, so I'll just do this the usual way on a frying pan, and then we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the batches separate because I don't want the soggy ones mixing with the new ones. The frying pan method is a tried and true method, so I'll be doing that with this. Oh, this one was disappointing. I also just, maybe I wasn't patient enough. Nah, I think I just did too much oil or it was soggy. So, Thai basil here. And I think that's about it. Um, I do have the carrot top pesto in the fridge, but maybe I can share that next time. It's actually keeping really well for a long time, so I'm happy about that. So, to recap, 3 carrots today. Um, 3 carrots, I'm just gonna wash it, stir fry the carrot top. Hopefully it's not too bitter. Perilla leaves, adding it to last week's batch and making perilla kimchi with it. or 깻잎 반찬, 깻잎 kimchi. Um, sweet basil, Thai basil, 2 cute bell peppers. This is from last week. This guy is from this week. I think they're supposed to be the same kind. These ones, honestly, I don't know what kind of tomatoes there are, or they're supposed to be, but they're the type where it's like very closely connected on vines. So we'll wait to see if these ripen. These are, I think, celebrity boys, celebrity something, or best boys. I know I was in between the two when I picked up the seedling. So we gotta wait for these. 4 Cubanelle, 1 eggplant, mix and match of 1 shishito pepper from today and the 4 from last week, and then potatoes that are in the thumbnail, but I didn't get to share in a video last week, and then the Thai basil, which didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good haul from just my garden. And thanks for letting me share. I will be back to share more harvests from my garden. Next week will be CSA pickup week 8 out of 13. And I'm really sad that I don't get to be a part of the fall CSA pickup. Deb did mention that the fall one gets filled up the fastest or sold out the fastest because something about butternut squash, and she can't provide a squash for too many people. So that one's a smaller, she has a fewer availabilities for the fall one. I imagine it has to do something with like land space. Because if she grows too much of the butternut squash, then she won't have room for other ones. I think that's my guess. I don't know if I showed this, but this carrot exploded because it was growing. It grew, I guess it overgrew. So I'll just wash out the dirt and then eat this like normal. And yeah. My mom texted me earlier and she's like, hey, if you have any veggies from your garden, bring it to Maui. But first of all, more than it not carrying well in as a carry-on for the airplane, I don't know if we're gonna have time to eat this because I want to be busy eating poke bowls and shaved ice and spam musubis. I don't know that we want to stay in and eat this stuff. But we will have like a proper headquarters, 5 bedroom, 5 bath for my immediate family. So me, my sister, my mom, and my dad, 4 of us. And then my cousin with her husband and her newborn. I'm so excited to meet her baby. And then my aunt who invited us, my aunt and her husband. And then I heard that my cousin who lives on a different island is flying into Maui to come say what's up. So I don't know, maybe we might have a day in or something. But I do know that today I have to make perilla kimchi and cucumber kimchi oimuchi before I head out because the cucumbers are a week old already. So yeah. Thanks for letting me share. I'll be back to share more of my garden haul. It really is picking up and I have things to pick. Oh, I had strawberries I was supposed to feed my best friend when they came to pick up CSA. But they had a long day at work and I think they just wanted to hurry up and get out of there, so I didn't keep them. I actually had 2 of these and 2 strawberries that I wanted to like pick right out of the garden, wash it with the garden hose, and like eat right then and there. But I completely forgot because when they showed up, they weren't their cherry selves. So I just gave them their space. But Anyways, this is really goodbye. I think I've said thanks for letting me share like 3 times. So for reals, thanks for letting me share. I'll be back next week with more of the CSA haul. Um, Maybe some souvenirs or treats that I bring back from Maui. I know for sure I'm gonna bring back the white chocolate macadamia nut. Um, white no, macadamia milk chocolate. It's macadamia nuts covered in milk chocolate, and I've learned that people here on the East Coast don't know what that is, which is crazy to me. Or it's not crazy, but it was just surprising to me. So I'm gonna bring some of that for sure back, and then I'll have stories to share. I I really should share stories about my Mexico trip before I share the Maui trip, so that we keep the stories in order. But yeah, I gotta go make the kimchi, plural, finish packing, and eat dinner because I just got back from work. I went straight to CSA after work, um, and then I came here. So yeah, I'm hungry. So thanks for letting me share. I'll be back. Bye.